come here, come here.
Hey
come
man,
here, come here.
hey man, wait up! Is that a Geo?
Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here.
Hey everybody, this is Geo Stalker with another very short video. I've been getting some requests on how to remove the antenna and replace the antenna on an 89 through 94 Geo Metro. So we're going to do that today. It's only going to take about 5 minutes for this video, so enjoy. Okay, so here's the antenna in question. Let's just assume that this is broken off, and that you already have an antenna in that runs down through the frame of the car, the hollow portion of the tubing of the frame of the car there. Assume you already have one, because this is a video for replacing one that's already in there, but that is broken off, okay? Here's the tools that you need. Really, you just need scissors, some twine cord or any type of really strong string or thin wire, and a Phillips screwdriver. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing you want to do is you just want to remove the Phillips, okay? Pretty simple process here. Take these two screws out. Do not lose these screws, especially if you order a replacement. They might not send you fresh screws. I don't know what the thread size is on these. Somebody else might know this, but basically you just want to take these out, kind of set them to the side. There is a little washer that goes in there with it. You don't want to lose that, and this will start to come out. Okay, so you just want to kind of loosen it and let it sit there like that. Okay, now my particular car here does not have a radio, so you kind of see the dot connects there, and the pin connector there, and also the antenna connector that goes on the back of the stereo. So this is not a video on how to remove a stereo to get access to that, but typically with these you're able to reach up behind the stereo and just simply unplug the antenna connector there, the pin there. You then want to come underneath here, and you see where the line sort of is held in place by these little clips. So you want to pull it out of the clip. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so now that's hanging kind of loose, and might as well just go ahead and pull it down. There. Okay, so now it's loose, and now you're going to try to find out how it goes. So you see that it sort of disappears here, right? And you got this plastic piece right here. Now you're going to have a little push pin clip that is right there. Mine doesn't have one right now. I took it out previously. And you're also going to have up here behind this little black wire kind of a threaded post. You see the hole right there? I also have taken that off. That's like a quarter size nut, kind of plastic nut that kind of holds that on there. I'm sure there's a tool to get it off, but you can kind of typically get it off with your fingers. And then you're going to remove this. Just pop this off. Let me go and shrink the video here a little bit, if I can. No, I can't. All right, there. So now we see where this runs up through the body all the way up to the top of the car. Okay, I'm going to pause the video here for a second, because what we're going to do is we're going to take the twine, okay, and we're going to cut off a piece that's at least 4 or 5 feet long, and we're going to tie it tightly around this so that when you pull the old antenna out, you're also pulling the twine up through that cavity kind of tubing in order to tie the new antenna onto. So let me pause this now, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, something smart to do is just, excuse me for this camera jumping around, but just take the other end of the cord and just maybe tie it to the steering wheel. That way you won't lose the cord up into the cavity, that tubing that runs through the body of it. So I'll tie that, and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, now that that's tied to the steering wheel, I got plenty of cord here, and I'm going to start pulling the antenna from the top of the car, start to pull it out, okay? And when I pull it out, you kind of see everything start to disappear down there. It's pull, 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 pull. And lo and behold, look. Now you got that cord, and you want to kind of pull it back a little bit, okay? There. So now I have removed the previous antenna, and now I got the cord that's running up through that hole, okay? and it's tied to there, okay? So let's just pretend now that this is a new antenna, okay? And what I want to do is I want to take the cord, tie it to the bottom of the new antenna, okay? And then start to kind of get it taut a little bit, because that's going to be the first thing that kind of gets pulled down through. So you just want to take this and kind of start to feed it down through. And it'll feed through manually for a bit. It might get stuck at points. That's what this is for. So you just want to kind of start pulling it. It can get twisted up in there. And just keep pulling it through. And boom, there it is, okay? Pull this down through. Now you come back up to the top here, and then you run this plastic piece that's part of it. Run that down in there through it as well. I guess that's like a stabilizer or whatever. Just keep pushing it down, pushing it down, pushing it down. Start to pull some more of this cable down through. Sometimes it'll bunch up in there. Okay, that's tight. Boom, here we go. That's back in place. Washer, nut, you get the point. Screw that back in place up here. Okay, I'll do that here in a second. And just reverse the process. So you want to take this and clip this back up. Clip number 1. This keeps it out of the way. If you don't have these clips, you're going to have to use like zip ties or something. So, boom, there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Sometimes these are hard to push in. I'm trying to film and also do it at the same time, but you get the point. You push them back in there, and you can take your scissors, uncut that, push that back through. So that's basically how you do it. So got to get some cord that like a, like this hay bale string or whatever, because when you tie the knot, it doesn't slip as much, kind of grips into it. And that's that. Yeah, it's important that you screw these screws down pretty tight, but not so tight that it cracks the plastic. Over time, that'll become a little brittle. You might want to put a little RTV in there because you don't want any water getting down in there. That's the purpose of this black gasket, this rubber gasket underneath, is just to kind of keep it held seamlessly against the roof of the car. But yeah, if you crack that, just put a little clear coat in there or something like that, and that should take care of that. And then, of course, once you get this run through here, then you just take this plastic piece and pop it back up in there. It just takes a second. And if you want to put your push pin thing in there, fine. If not, those things stay on there. And then just run this back up in there and you're good to go. Like I said, my car right now doesn't have a stereo, so this is missing the first step of reaching up behind and yanking it out the back of the stereo. So if you do have a stereo, then you got to kind of finagle, without taking the stereo out, you got to sort of finagle your hand up there, find the entry port, the hole for the antenna plug to go into it. But you can typically do that by feel, by getting your hand back up in there. But if you can't, go ahead and take the radio out and pull it out and plug it in and push it back in. Well, hey, that's another video from Geo Stalker. If you would have done it differently, let me know. I'll include that in my comments, or just go ahead and post your comments. But until then, I'll keep making these little videos, even for these little small things. You got, we're entering into a new generation of Geo Metro owners, which is wonderful. But sometimes some of these little small techniques and trips sort of get lost in the fray. So I encourage everybody to make videos, or even give me recommendations on videos to make, and I'll get them uploaded here. Until then, this is Geo Stalker signing out. Take care.
Come here, come here.
Hey man,
come here.
Hey man, wait up. Is that a Geo?
Come here, come here, come here, come here. Come here.